Hello my friends and welcome back to Kev's Hobby Showcase. I'm of course Kevin, and you may also see me on Tabletop Drones Productions presents Two Idiots Playing Board Games, where John and I are the two idiots that are playing the board games. And so today I'm going to be painting minis. You know, big shocker there, right? That's what I usually do on this channel. But, you know, I try to have a nice conversation while I do it. So anyway, today, in a previous video I did battle mechs for like a star of battle mechs for the clan Wolf, and today I'm going to do a star of elementals for them. So the colors, when I looked them up, they were forest green, which is basically just going to be a dark green because I don't have anything that says forest green. And when I was at my local hobby shop, I didn't see anything that said forest green, so I was like, all right, I'll just use a dark green. And of course, it said in it that it would also should also have like bits, I guess, highlights of tan and gold. So I'm going to try to put both of those in there. And you know, so but these are already primed. Let me just bring up the whole thing. These are already primed. I had primed these a while back. I don't even remember how long ago. I just never did anything with them, but I'm going to do something with them today. So these, don't have to be primed. I know I've been saying in the previous videos to this about the snow. So yeah, this is one I don't have to worry about because it's already taken care of. But yeah, we did get quite a bit of, well, not quite a bit. We got enough snow. And right now that's all over my back deck. So, it's not something I want to go out with a camera and all this other stuff. But anyway, so for this one, I don't even have to worry about that. And, excuse me. So, so like I said, I'm gonna do this in the colors of Clan Wolf. So stay tuned, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I'm ready to start painting the base coat on these Clan Elementals in the colors of Clan Wolf. Now, if you saw my previous video, I was painting the battle mechs, and pretty much you can use the same color scheme. It says forest green, but I got deep green, which at least I think that's what it says. Yep, deep green. And it's pretty much a dark green, so I'm pretty sure it's kind of like the same thing. Got the tan and the gold ready. I'm not sure how I'm going to put it on. I think I might do one for each shoulder. I don't know yet. I'll figure it out. And of course, I got the black ready for the base. I got gunmetal ready for any weapons that are visible, and we're just ready to go. So let's just get to it. All right. Okay, let's put you down. That smile is just me being goofy. All right. All right. So, yeah, as we know, well, I don't know. I'm sure I've mentioned it the last time I did elementals. I think as I did them for Clan Jade Falcon. The elementals are the infantry for the clans. So it's supposed to be like very elite troopers. And yeah, so I was very happy when they released these, because every time I want to start doing a different clan, one of the first things I'm going to do is get the star pack for the elementals. Looks like I do have another full set of elementals, which I do have, and I have another 5 battle mechs ready to go for another clan. I think I forget if it's Sea Fox or if it's one of the other ones. I don't remember, but I'm hoping that Catalyst Labs puts out more star packs, in regards to the clans, because one of the things that I like that they do now is when they put out these packs, like the Lance packs for everything from the Inner Sphere, and the clan packs, for the clans, and the star packs, for the clans, is they put out Mech Warrior cards to go with it. But not only does it have Mech Warrior for the specific faction that it's out for, but they also have, on the flip side, they have basically another mech warrior for a different faction, or I guess in the for the clans for a different clan, and that's useful because when you get the like they have these things, they call them salvage packs, which is basically just a box with one battle mech in it, and it's a random thing. So that is the only unfortunate thing with Catalyst Labs, is that if you want a specific battle mech, you either got to buy the pack that it's in and accept that you're gonna get a whole bunch of other mechs that you may not particularly want, and or you're gonna have to take a chance and get one of those salvage boxes. But sometimes you get hidden gems in those things. I mean, I got some battle mechs that from those things that I was like, ooh, look at this, I got this. So sometimes it's I guess you could say it's like a mixed bag. It's good and it could be not so good at the same time. So, but the company Catalyst Labs has control over it. I keep seeing little stray fibers here. They have control of it, and they're going to do it the way they want to do it. But the one thing I wish they would do is mail me my Kickstarter stuff, because I got some pretty cool stuff in there, if I remember correctly. One of the things that they have that I'm looking forward to, at least it's just a display thing. They have a large version of the Timberwolf mech, or some people call it Mad Cat, and it's not like a playable thing. It's mainly for display purposes, and I am looking forward to putting that out on display, because I always liked the way that mech looked. Okay, so yeah, the base coat on these guys is going to be relatively fast because they're so small. But they do have it where there's 5 of them on a base. Yeah, I keep seeing little stray strands of something on these things. And it's got the primer on it, so it must have happened when I was priming them. But anyway, so it's like if you look at the data sheets for these things, it shows 5 different points, which is what they call each squad, I guess, which is what each one of these things would be, and each one of them to have 5 elementals on it. So they took it to heart as to what it is supposed to be, and that's how they made it, which I think is pretty cool. Because when I was using Ironwind Metals, that website, which unfortunately doesn't seem to be in existence anymore, they had like all the battle armor, they had the elementals, so my intention was to get it from them. And I was starting to, but when I was trying to put it all together, in accordance to what it had on the data sheets, I was running out of room, and I wasn't sure what to do. So I just started putting a couple of them on one, and just saying that it's like for the battle armor, just saying this is squad 1. I mean, I know there's only 3 on it, but think of it as 7. Yeah, I think it would have worked, but now that they're actually gaining more control over everything, I'll just wait to see what they come out with, because I mean, heck, for all I know, all the battle armor stuff might be in another Kickstarter. God help us all. But hopefully, if they do that, I'll be in a position where I can actually participate and get some. Now, personally, I mean, I've been getting more overtime, which will eventually equate to me being able to having more stuff available for the channels, for this channel to paint and prepare, and for the Tabletop Jones to actually put it out on the, put it out and use as in the game. So, see how all that works out. I mean, of course, there's plenty of other things I got to take care of, but that's why I said eventually. Excuse me. Okay, this is actually going on pretty darn good. And I think I know what I'm going to do with the tan and the gold. I think the gold is going to go on these big things that's on the shoulders. And I'll put the tan somewhere around like the body area. Yep. Alright, it's got to let all this dry. Alright, I'm going to be done with the green. Yay. Alright. Okay. Okay, so gonna let that base coat dry. Gonna let that base coat dry. My God, it's not that late. Anyway, I'm gonna let the base coat dry, and then when I come back, I'm gonna start in with the details. I'm gonna do the tan, the gold, the gunmetal, and the black on the base. I'll get it all done in one shot. Of course, I'm gonna do it assembly line method, so but still, it's not gonna take long. Because these guys are small, and it's basically like boop, 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 boop. Yeah, it's gonna be quick on most of the colors. I think the longest one is gonna be the black on the base, and so let's wait till this dries, and I'll get to that. All right, so stay tuned, and I will be right back. All right, I'm back, and that base coat is dried on these elementals, and now we're gonna get all the details in. So. Let's get this on, and let's get right to it. All right. Okay. So first, I'm going to start with gunmetal. And, all right, let's get what looks like weapons, which is right there. And it's not a cockpit window, but it does look like a faceplate. Okay, that's a 1. All right, so sorry I'm quiet now. So I'm trying not to have too much color go, haywire on this, because it is very small. So it's like when I do this thing for, like, it's like a visor. I know I said faceplate before, but it's more like a visor area. So I'm trying not to have it look too, like, overdone. Okay. So I was saying before about like the battle armors and whatnot. I am curious as to not only when they're going to come out with them, but also what they're going to look like. Because I know there's several different types of battle armor. So it's like when I was looking through it and I was trying to decide which ones I wanted to get and try to make like, you know, platoons or squads of, I really was having a hard time figuring out which ones I wanted to try. Alright. And we are almost done with gunmetal. Alright. And okay. Whew. Sometimes it's hard to get all these little small things done. All right. Okay. Gunmetal's done. Let's take out the tan. Let's see, which one did I use before? Oh, that looks good. Okay. So the tan. Do a little bit of a stripe on the side of the legs. Yeah. Actually, that went better than I thought it would. One thing I didn't, one thing I realized I got to do is for the two in the back on each and every one of them, I got to break out the white paint and get that looking good. And then I have, well, I don't even have to take that out. I think I could just do the wash on it and it'll look more like smoke. Way too much on that brush. All right. Okay, this is moving along nicely. Yeah, one thing I have noticed since I started doing these videos is I get this done quite a bit faster. Remember that these things used to take me several days to do. Now I'm done in a fraction of the time. Alright, so that's what I decided to do with tan, and now tan is finished. Alright, let's get the gold out. Figure out which one I used before for gold. I think it was this one. Yeah, well, it's the one I'm going to use now. It may not have been what I used before, but it's what I'm going to use now. Alright, so these things up on the top, which I probably should have made gunmetal, but screw it. Okay, there we go. A little bit of gold on the top of the shoulders. Keep seeing these things. All right. So if this is any indication as to how painting battle armor is going to be, I'm going to be doing them pretty darn quick. Okay. Yep. Okay, one more. Wow. I was actually supposed to do another video tonight, but I ran out of primer. Could have sworn I had more than I had. Yeah, maybe I do. Maybe I just lost the can. I don't know. Alright, that's it for the gold. Come on. Come on, get on there. Get on. Come on, get on there. There you go. Okay. So, what is next? Well, like I said, I'm gonna have to take out the white. Get all this. Which is not gonna take long. Now, just to say it, I'm not obsessed with doing these things fast, but I do realize sometimes the longer videos that I have don't get as many views, I guess because they're so long. So I try not to have my videos run too long if I can help it. I mean, sometimes it can't be helped. You know, that's just the way it is sometimes. But if I can help it, you know, I'll try to have them cut a bit short. All right. Of course, what helps with this right now is that it was white primer that I'd used on these when I primed them. Alright, almost done with the white. And then we use the black on the base. Okay. Alright, that's that. And one last thing before we take a break, and that's going to be black on the base. Alright. Alright. And I'm trying my darndest not to put my thumb on paint that's going to come off. So, trying my darndest. So I'm taking these awkward angles to get every side of the base. Okay, 2 more to go. I think I just put my hand on top of that. I'm surprised I don't have a circle of black paint on it. Oh, my hand, that is. Oops, I think I put too much on the brush this time. Okay. That's all the details for the elementals. Alright, get the brush clean. Get that off my head. Alright, so we're gonna, sorry. So we're gonna let that paint dry, and when we come back, I'm gonna have most of the labels on like I normally do. I'll save one to do on camera, and then it's the base and the wash, and then it's all finished. Alright, so stay tuned, and okay, I'm back, and given all that paint some time to dry, I put the labels on, all but one. So, did my usual. So this way, you can see them go on, you can see this one go on. Alright, so let's get to it, let's get these things finished. Alright. So yeah. I think the last time I did a Star of Elementals, I actually had on the back, elementals and then what point it was. They call each squad a point, as in like point on a star, So I didn't write. I didn't have elementals printed on the labels this time, and I think that it'll be okay. Okay. So all that is in. Let's get the terrain ready. And just like when I did the battle mechs, I'm going to do it in the grassland. Alright. Alright. So I'm going to try to spread it out as much as possible. Get it in between the legs and all that. Get it towards every edge of the base. Alright. And here we go. Alright. And like I say all the time with this, like to scrape all the terrain off the sides so this way it's not covering the labels. Alright. One down. 4 more to go. Okay. Oops. Alright. So one of the trick is to try not to put too much on, which isn't always easy. like I said, get it to the edges as best you can. Otherwise, you get bald spots. I mean, is it the end of the world if you have bald spots on your base? Of course not. But I'm trying to make this look as good as possible. And it's always tricky doing the terrain on these things because once you pull it out, it always looks like these guys are like wading through whatever it is you put on there. Alright. We're almost there. You know, I'm just going to try one glop this time. See what happens. So they can put too much. And of course I see a hair. And it's stuck to the damn brush. Okay. Let's see if a little bit less glue makes a difference. Oh, actually I think it did. Alright, so that's what I'll do from now on. Okay. Okay. Let's get that out of the way. Don't need that no more. Alright. I think I have pieces of terrain hanging off my fingers. And another hair. Oh, well, hope they're not coming off of me. Whoops. I'm sure you hear the neighborhood kids outside. I gotta get some of this off my fingers. Okay, last one. Alright. And I think some of the problem I'm experiencing is when I spread the glue close to the area, close to the edges, I'm putting my fingers in it. Okay. That's it with the terrain. Let's put this away. Let's get... Alright. Put the glue away, we don't need that anymore. And we're just going to dive right into the wash. So I'm not sure how much is actually going to show up with the wash, but I'm going to put it on anyway. Oof. Actually, a lot more than I thought. Okay. like I said before, because these pieces are so small, it goes quickly. Okay, ripping through these guys. Well, hopefully when I deploy them they don't get ripped through, if you know what I mean, but this is the good kind of rip through, I guess. Alright, and that's it. Okay, so let's get these guys ready to show off. And here you go. A star of elementals, ready to be deployed to fight the good fight. Alright? Well, that's all I got for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoy these videos that I've been making. And also, please check out, please like and share these videos as much as possible. Also, like, share, and subscribe to Comic Book Jones, I'm sorry, not Comic Book Jones, Tabletop Jones Productions. Comic Book Jones is where we originated from. Yeah, so anyway, like and subscribe to these videos and share them as much as possible. And if you are able to, check out our Patreon, which is called Tales from the Tabletop. Or it might, like I said, it might even be called Storytime Jones, because we're still trying to sort it all out. We do have some videos up, so become a member if you'd like. It's only $5. All right. So anyway, thank you very much for watching, and take care of yourself.